Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning into this one. This is going to be my favourite icons on FIFA 23 so far. Obviously, we've only got the baby and mids right now. When we get the primes later on and then we start getting icon moments and different promos, we will talk about those too. In this, we're going to look through keepers, defenders, midfielders and attackers. I have not used every single card in this list because it's 2 weeks into the game and I've not had the coins to use every single one. I have played against nearly every one of these multiple times, used quite a few of them, and honestly, when you've played the game enough and you know what works on a game, and I've played nearly 500 games on this now, I know how a player plays, what stats to be looking for, and what makes them good. So I'm just putting that out there before I get the trolls in the comments saying, oh, you've not used R9 for 10,000 games, how can you say he's good at the game? Here we go though, Van der Sar. Keepers, I just want big keepers with good stats. Van der Sar 6'6", Peter Cech 6'5", Schmeichel 6'4". They have crazy stats. Schmeichel in particular has his own animations that make him crazy. The other icon keepers, sure, they'll be good, but honestly, they're just not as big as these guys, so these guys just tend to play better. And by the way, when I'm saying about my favourite icons, you barely can find an icon who's good value in the first few months of the game. I'm not saying they're going to be good value, but if people are interested in my opinion on what are some of the good ones who suit this game, that's what this video is for. Maldini. You could use either of Maldini's cards. The baby or the mid are both really good. The baby's probably slightly better value and can play centre-back this year. Zambrotta, best full-back in the game, debatably early on with that 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Really good card. Versatile as well at left-back and right-back. Cafu, obviously insane. I would never pay the coins that these cards cost at this point, but he's crazy. Carlos Alberto, on old gen, the best centre-back in the game. No doubt, with the pace, really good on the ball. On new gen, he's great, but not quite as good as some of the other centre-backs, purely based on the height and physical. Hierro, not usable on previous FIFAs. Actually one of the better value icons. A little bit slow still, but he is really, really strong. Really good in the tackle. I really like this card. I used him for about 30 games. Blanc, in the debate for best centre-back in the game. Big body centre-backs are really good this year. 6'4", really high agility, honestly, which is pretty crazy for such a good card. I'd be going an anchor on him to make sure he's lengthy. He gets nearly maxed out defending as well with an anchor. This guy and Virgil are an insane partnership. And Blanc's honestly one of the better value icons. French nation as well is really good for chemistry. I don't really understand why icons have worse chemistry than heroes. You would have thought icons would be better. I think for icons, they should allow you to get a +1 to one of the leagues that the icon played in. So, Blanc played in the French league, Serie A, La Liga and Prem. He should be allowed to get a +1 to one of those leagues that you can choose, in my opinion. I think that would make icons better chemistry. Coman, maybe more of a CDM. Bit small, but still a very good card. Very, very good on the ball. I'd probably be looking at playing at CDM though. Rijkaard can play CDM or centre-back. Really good card. 6'2". Not slow, but not that quick, but that's not a big deal this year. He's very good across the board. A slightly worse Blanc, really, in my opinion. Desai, absolute animal every year. Crazy defending. Physical matters this year. He's still fairly big. Desai is a unit in game. Rio, always good. Maybe not quite as good as some of the other centre-backs compared to previous years because his pace being better is not as big when the defending's a little lower. Vidic, a bit rubbish on the ball with that 47 dribbling, which does lower him for me. But he's got decent pace, good defending, and a beast physical. And then that is it for the defenders and keepers. Let's look at the midfielders next. Okay, here we are with the midfielders. Honestly, Xabi Alonso was a card I really thought would be unusable on FIFA. With pace not being as important this year, him having very good passing stats, the dribbling not being too bad because everyone's pretty bad on the ball, very good defending which matters, solid to pretty good physical. I think Xabi Alonso is actually a fairly good card this year. I do like him. He's got a decent enough long shot as well to pop those outside the foot ones. Wouldn't be like my top choice centre mid, but he's definitely a good card this year. Mateus, always a beast, well-rounded stats. I always think he's overpriced, but he's always one of the best midfielders. Lam, bit small with bad strength, but such ridiculous defending stats. Fast, good passing, solid on the ball. I think he deserves a shout this year. The defending awareness is a really important stat this year, and with an anchor, He's basically 99 defending awareness, which is crazy at this point in the game. Makalele, beast, bit small though, pretty bad on the ball, but does a very good job as the destroyer. Sen, really good, an upgrade on Lam and Makalele for me, just stronger, a little bit bigger, good shot. I like this Sen, he was really good. I used him probably like 40-50 games in co-op with Jambu's team. Zidane, played over 100 games with him. My favourite midfielder I've used with Vieira. You'd expect a 5-star Zidane to be good. Both the Zidanes are obviously cracked. Always going to be in the debate for best midfielder in the game. Hullet. How can you not put Hullet in this list? I've played against Hullet probably 20 times in the high divisions. Ridiculous card. I hate playing against him. Hullet's always outrageous. Michael Ballack, always a really good value card. Strong, solid pace, can shoot, passing's fine. A little bit clunky, but 4-star is nice. Gerrard, honestly just a bit worse version of Ballack on this game, to be honest. 3-star does hurt him a lot. Vieira, best destroyed defensive mid on the game. Vieira is absolutely insane this year. It's probably the best Vieira's been since FIFA 19 in my opinion. Veron, usable this year when he's not, the pace isn't as big. Been not that good on the balls, alright. He's got a great shot, very good physical, decent enough defending. Veron's good. Roy Keane, really good physical. Defending's pretty good. Good enough in other areas, very good passing. Bit of an issue on the weak foot and skill moves, but he's usable for once. And that's our midfielders. Let's go look at our attackers. A lot more options there. Here we are with the attackers. There are a lot more attackers this year that are viable compared to previous FIFAs in my opinion. Nedved, always a cheap and underrated icon, to be honest. Not the best nation for linking anyone in, of course, but just a very solid all-round card, and the physical stats mattering more this year. Boost Nedved. Dino, if you saw my attacker tier list, one of the best cards in the game. Has his own animations, he's strong, crack stats, 5-star skills. Ronaldinho is amazing. His prime is going to be outrageous. Bergkamp, actually very good this year. Doesn't feel too clunky. Decent strength. He's got the finesse shot trait, which is nice. 4-star. Very good technically. I used Bergkamp quite a bit in the first week of the game. Jambo had him as a team. When we did co-op, he was really good. Surprised me how good he was. Hadji, decent. One of the cheaper midfielders that can maybe play in the cam role. Very good technical stats. A little bit weak though. Kaka, I used him a little bit on loan in one of my accounts. I think it was my Road to Glory account. Solid card. Not crazy, but I can tell Kaka's going to be really good this year as he gets better cards. Pele, him or R9, best attacker in the game. I really don't need to spend a long time talking about how good Pele's card is. It's obviously ridiculous. Cruyff, 5-star. Okay physical. The shot power and balance lack a bit, but Cruyff will be a top tier card when we get his best cards later on. Cantona, insane on this game. You don't need to boost his pace anymore, with pace not being as essential. He's got the outside the foot shot trait, crazy dribbling. With a marksman, you're getting near maxed physical, max dribbling, really high shooting. Cantona's ridiculous and one of the best players in the game this year. Baby Eusebio, good. Not quite as elite as he is on previous years because his dribbling on the ball doesn't matter, but he's stupidly clinical. He still feels really fast. With a Hawk, he's getting near 99 pace, good physical. He is a top tier card as always. Rooney, the 3-star skill moves do lower him down, but with his physical being so good on a game where strength matters, and he feels okay on the ball and he's clinical, Rooney is really good again. Del Piero, any 5-star weak foot with 4-star skills, solid stats across the board is going to be good. Garincha, I've used the baby a lot. I've still got him on my team. The mid's obviously going to be the one we put here because it's the better version, but I really like the baby. It's a good card. Jairzinho, new icon this year. Definitely the best out of the new icons they added. He's ridiculous. I've played against him a lot in the high divisions. Lots of people use him. He's insane. I despise playing against him. He's just so good. Look at that strength as well. Like, he's a crazy card. Figo, good, solid, all-round icon. Decent value. Portuguese is a good nation. Pretty good physical, which helps as well. R9, I don't think there's too much debate. With aggression not being that big a stat, but strength being really important. With a Hawk, R9 is insane on this game. He gets 99 movement, finishing shot power, near 99 pace, 97 strength, or 93 strength, I think. He is crazy. Shame we don't have the outside the foot shot trait, but Honestly, with that card, who cares? 5-star, 5-star is nutty. Muller, one of the new icons. 4-star, 4-star, help him a lot. He's a bit different across the board on his stats, but he's still very good. Puskas, played against him quite a bit. Crazy. He has the outside the foot shot trait. Really good shooting. One of the highest shooting stats in the game at 95. Strong with really good balance. He's really hard to stop, to be honest. But yeah, Puskas is a really good card. Eto, really good. Has the shooting traits you want. Rapid, one of the best strikers on the game. Played against him 2 or 3 times in Rivals. Very hard to stop. He's like a worse Eusebio, in my opinion, just because he doesn't have the weak foot. Clivert, a lot better this year. The dribbling stats is normally what hold Clivert back, and normally needing to put pace on. But this year, where you don't really need to put the pace on, you can put a marksman. Makes him super strong. He's tall, so he wins headers. He is one of the more usable icons this year compared to normal. Fernando Torres, very good on this game. Has the finesse shot, which is nice. Van Persie, both. No, he doesn't have finesse shot. I thought he did, but he has the outside the foot one. Good shooting, solid pace, good on the ball, good strength as well. Drogba, ridiculous card when you put a hunter on him. Drogba's rapid, got lengthy, crazy strength, great in the air, clinical. Shame he's a little clunky in passing, but the rest of his stats are really good. And there we are. We are done with our icons. Lots of great usable cards this year. I'm interested to see how they put them into primos later in the year. We'll come back when the primes come out. Hope you boys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's any icons you guys have used that you really like. Let me know if there's any that I've talked about here that you disagree with my opinion. Appreciate you guys' support as always. Keep it spicy. See you in the next one. Peace.